Another tag, real popular, comedy. I mean, it's comedy. Who's gonna hate comedy? It's just comedy. It's gonna put a smile on your face. It's gonna really cheer you up after a depressing day, and well, it's comedy. And there's really not much to discuss about what defines a comedy. It's basically just funny things that happens and make you laugh. Now, when it comes to recommendations, I can always go with the classic Konosuba or Himoto Umaru-chan, but I'm not gonna do that. Instead, I'm gonna give a more uh, less popular recommendation for comedy, and some of them might be off, but shows like One Punch Man actually constitutes comedy because the contrast between the fight scenes between the villain and the other heroes compared to the fight scene between those very same villains with Saitama is actually quite hilarious. Shows like No Game No Life is actually really funny considering the difference in the mindset between the resident of that world and the protagonist. Toradora, even though it's romance, is also funny because the romance doesn't really take place until basically near the end, and the show is dominated by comedic contrasting duos. Angel Beats, despite its really melodramatic, sad ending that I'm not going to spoil, is also a good and funny show because it puts a smile on your face, it makes you crack laughters. And shows like Fairy Tail with the occasional slip-ups are also funny. They also take comedic breaks almost every arc. And it's just fun. But some shows that are comedy can also be quite serious. Like if you're to watch shows like Ansatsu Kyoshitsu, it's comedic, it's funny. But when you take a different mindset, behind those laughters, you'll see sadness. Behind those laughters, you'll see pressure. And it's just shows like that that takes a genre like comedy and lifts it up into the giant pedestal that is today. Because let's be honest, if a show just makes you laugh, you watch it once and then you're done with it. You don't really watch it a second time. But shows like this, you watch it once, you laugh, you watch it again, it gets serious. And because of that, I think comedy shows in anime is actually better than the typical comedy variety shows. And the ratings, the reviews actually shows. And my recommendations are basically all the shows I've been mentioning throughout this video. So if you got time, definitely check them out. That's it for this one.